go, Club 314, open for business. Tonight we talking WWE Bash in Berlin. Overall, I think it was a great show. We're going to go down the line show by show. The first one was Cody versus KO. What did you think? First off, shout out to the fans that was out there, man. That atmosphere for Bash in Berlin, that was crazy. And you know, like when you watching it and you got fans going crazy like that excited, that's what I like to see. It makes it more, it makes it more interesting to watch. And they picked the perfect match to start off with. Cody versus KO. What did you think about that match?
I don't like that they started off first. Ain't that supposed to be like the big championship in WWE?
Yeah, which is the reason why I said I like the fact that they used that one first, because Gunther is from there. That's his home country.
Okay.
Right? So
I never knew. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the reason why they had him close, his match, close it out. But
okay.
They always say in show business, if you ain't last, you want to be first. And I feel like that first match set it off. So yeah. So what you think about it?
It was an okay pay-per-view to me. Like why? I'm surprised. Like I didn't see like no Roman, no bloodline, none of that. What's going on with that? But okay, we'll get back to the match. But Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. I really didn't like that match for the simple fact how they had Kevin Owens like not attacking his knee, if his knee really was hurt. But I think they should have made Kevin Owens attack that knee instead of like making him seem like he was like sorry for Cody Rhodes. I mean, because if you're going for that belt, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get that belt. So that's maybe why Kevin Owens hasn't been like a champion in the past 6-7 years, because he lost that fire, that dog in him, that whatever it takes. But I think that was really my second least favorite match of the night.
Really?
I didn't really like it. I'm not really a fan of Cody Rhodes matches. I'm not really a fan of Cody Rhodes being a champion. I'm be totally honest with you.
Let's go. Talk that talk. What?
I would rather for him to go ahead and lose it. I mean, because it's like it's not exciting. When Roman was the champion, I couldn't wait for Roman to come out. When Cody Rhodes come out, I changed the channel and go get some water.
You trying to channel on the champ?
Yeah, he ain't the people's champ.
I mean, he ain't him. Okay. Oh,
no, I'm not really a fan. It's like it's going on too. I'd rather Brock be the champion or something. Brock brings excitement. I can't wait for Roman to get it back. Everybody knows when Roman was champion, nobody got up to use the bathroom. Nobody got up to eat. Nobody did nothing. You waited. You put that finger in the earth, and you waited for that match to be over with. And then you did what you got to do.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think part of that is because Cody Rhodes is on TV every week? It's like when Roman had it, he wasn't there every week. So when he showed up, it was automatically seen as like a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? And do you think that, so if they did that with Cody, would that bring that excitement for you if you didn't see Cody as much?
Yeah. You see somebody every day like, God damn, I just seen you yesterday.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker again. But I'm thinking that's why they didn't have a bloodline on the pay-per-view also. But like Cody, he needs to, every couple of weeks, he doesn't need to be a every show champion.
Wow.
That's what made, like, when you don't see somebody for a while, it makes you miss them.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's probably what it is. Like I see him too much. I don't need to see you starting off every Friday. Miss a couple.
Hey, it's great because a lot of fans hate when Brock got the belt and he was a part-timer, people complained about it. But like you said, when Brock showed up, business picked up.
Yeah.
So I'm a fan of the champion being a part-time champion but he should be the only person that does it. Right? He's the only person. Everybody else, and I agree with you that that does it. But I didn't know you didn't like Cody Rhodes matches.
No.
Period. I didn't know that.
Like your champion should like be your boss at work. Like
Mm-hmm.
Kenny in today? No, he ain't coming there. Okay, fuck it. Okay, we'll give him next time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to see
Yeah,
none of that.
I'm with you.
But it is what it is. I mean, I think Kevin Owens gonna win anyway. He's not gonna be the one to take the belt from Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes.
it wasn't a chance in hell of him winning that match. Like,
I didn't like that. I didn't like the matchup. I don't like how it came about. He just gave him a title shot. I don't like it at all. But we'll move on.
so I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was a really good match. I think Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens are two of the better workers that's out there. The thing that you didn't like about it is one of the things that I liked was the fact that I like to watch not only the match but the storyline that's going on within the match, right? And basically, it's like, okay, if you tight with somebody and y'all competing, do you want to take advantage of an injury they got, an ailment they got? It's a conflict, right? Because you want to win the title, but as he said, last time he won the title, there was a yeah, but. He don't want no yeah buts. And then if you cool with somebody and y'all tight and you know what I'm saying? Like me and you, let's say we playing 1-on-1. We hooping 1-on-1. I don't want to beat you and I know your shoulder hurts. So when you come to the front, when you come for a layup, I'm gonna hit you on your shoulder, you know what I'm saying, to make you miss. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like I like that aspect of the fact that he could have took advantage of some injuries, but he didn't. And like you said, he didn't even want the match. Only reason he's in the match is because his friendship. Like his friendship, me having your back is the reason why you challenged me. Right? I ain't held a title in 7-8 years. So I like that, you know what I'm saying, that they made that story. And then when he was outside the ring, when he could have hit him with the power bomb on the side of the ring, the hardest part of the ring, we all know that, right? He couldn't do it. He was conflicted. So I like it because Cody got a clean win, which you need, and it's a way for KO to be like, yeah, you won, but if I would have done this, or if I wouldn't have done that, and it kind of right, and that ties into. When they did the whole display of him turning his back on people, stabbing people in the back, now it could make him kind of be like, I might need to get back to that to be where I need to be. So I enjoyed the story. I liked the match. And what else do I have about this? Yeah, so the knee and being conflicted. So those are my big things. I liked it. I thought it was a really good opening. Man, I'm surprised you didn't like the match. I didn't think you was going to say that.
I ain't like it.
All right, so the next match was Jade and Bianca Belair. All right. What'd you feel about that match, my good man?
My thing is like, they the biggest, they the strongest. Why are they not the champions? Like, why not give them like a long, dominant title reign?
I was wondering the same thing.
Instead of like having these these little girls beat them. Just make them the most dominant women champions ever. That was my least favorite match. I mean, they really dominated the match through the whole match for real.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but if I don't like how they're playing their. You remember how Undertaker and Kane could have been like the best tag team ever, the Brothers of Destruction?
Yeah, it just couldn't beat them. Yeah.
Yeah, but they just didn't play that. They just didn't. The WWF didn't play it off good enough. I feel like that's how they doing them. Like they can be the most dominant tag team champions ever, women, and have the longest reign ever. I don't know why Triple H keeps making these underlings beat them like that.
Cause you know what I think it is. This is what I think. I'm not sure, but it's clear that both of them are single stars.
Yeah, they are.
Right. So what I'm thinking is, do you want two single stars to be your top tag team? Right. So Kane and Undertaker versus, let's say, Hardy Boys. Right? Obviously, Kane and Undertaker should be favored in that, right? But they're not a legit tag team. They're tag teaming, they have reasons to be together, cool stuff like that. But we all know that the WWE sees them both as single stars. So, do you want your tag team division to be dominated by two single stars? I think maybe that's what it is, because once they split, I don't think they coming back together.
Right.
Like the Usos, they split for their little feud. They coming back together, right? I don't know if that's necessarily gonna be the theme of Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair's career. So maybe that's why. That's the only reason why I'm thinking. Because I'm with you. Like, they should be running through everybody. But when they lost, they didn't lose. They didn't get pinned. You know what I'm saying? So it's a way of keeping them strong, but getting other tag teams the titles. So that's kind of that's my thought process on it.
I just feel like if like okay, so if it's that, why they not pushing them in the single? Okay, I see that you can push Bianca Belair a lot already.
Yeah.
What they waiting on to push Jade?
So with Jade, right? Like when Jade was in AEW, she wasn't necessarily the best worker in the ring. You know what I'm saying? And since she's been in WWE, she'd have made some mistakes, some miscues. Like one of the things I had, like when she was outside the ring and she was supposed to, break up the pin between, to save Bianca Belair. It looked like she was way late on that. You know what I'm saying? So I think what they're trying to do is get Jade comfortable in the WWE style of wrestling. I think that's what they're trying to do with that. That's why she's getting protected, right? So the tag team is a way to protect her, where she's not out there for long periods of time just by herself trying to do move after move after move, right? And go back and forth. And in that match, Bianca Belair took a lot of the punishment. Jade comes in, she get the hot tag. She just come in beating the hell out of everybody and keeping it pushing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why she's with Bianca Belair. I think Bianca Belair is not only her teammate, but she's also her mentor. I think they train together. And I think, WWE is looking at Bianca Belair as the person to get Jade Cargill ready. Because she's a star. She was like undefeated for forever in AEW. She's kind of like Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where they're coming in. But it's clear that they protect her. And she got a little while to go. She got a few more steps to go to the point where she can get, because like right now, I can't see her going to get, like when Charlotte Flair come back, right? I don't want Jade Cargill going against, Flair right now. Because we know she can do a 30-minute, hour-long match and you glued to it. I don't think Jade can do that yet, and I think they're trying to get her to that point.
All right.
But you said that was your least favorite match, right?
Yeah. I ain't like or did I? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But I think they did a good job, especially following a World Heavyweight Undisputed Championship match, right? Like, that's already a bad spot to be in, right? They opened up with the biggest title in the business, and then it's like they do their thing, and now it's you go. So after that, you got the, what was it, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre match. Strap match. What you think about it?
That was my second favorite match of the night. I like that one. All
right.
That was CM Punk like first win since he been back in WWE.
Yeah, they say it's been like 10 years.
Okay, so since Punk won, and he got his little bracelet back, do that mean that's the end of this feud now?
I don't think so.
Because, this feud just is taking a long time.
Yeah. It got to come to an end sooner or later.
Yeah. So the match, it was a good match. I mean, usually in strap matches back in the day, we used to watch them like just kill each other with the strap the whole match. Damn near.
Sleeves off each other.
I mean, we didn't see too much of that. I mean, but it was a good match overall. I figured CM Punk was gonna win.
Yeah, that's why I
just
say it's
felt
gonna be
like
another
when the
one.
match started. But it's like he's been having Drew McIntyre's number. Even though Drew McIntyre won last, he's been having Drew McIntyre's number since he came back.
Mm-hmm.
But match over, I get a match like a 6. I mean, but I think it's time for them to venture off into new roads or whatever they want to do. Like, just say if they do end, what's Drew McIntyre gonna go do now? He gonna go take the Intercontinental title or something? What's CM Punk gonna go do? So because Drew McIntyre, he's like a upper level like talent. So what's next?
100%.
Yeah. So what's next for him? Is he gonna go like try to mess with Gunther next?
I can see him. Yeah, I can see him going at Gunther.
Okay, then what's CM Punk gonna go do? Just try to find somebody else, do another feud, and mess with somebody else?
I don't know. Everything inside of me is telling me CM Punk is gonna win the Royal Rumble. That's what I think. I think CM Punk is gonna win the Royal Rumble.
You know who I think gonna win?
Who? John Cena?
Nope.
Oh, Roman Reigns
gonna win the Royal Rumble.
I mean,
CM Punk and I think Roman.
I don't think he needed though. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said. What is CM Punk gonna do? Right? So it looked like they was going for Seth Rollins versus CM Punk for the title. Right? CM Punk gets hurt. I'm pretty sure CM Punk came back because he wanted to headline the WrestleMania. So I'm pretty sure he's going to headline. I believe he's going to headline night 1 of WrestleMania. Right? So I do think at some point in time, CM Punk is going to be in that title race. He has to. Drew, on the other hand, I got to think about that for a second. About what Drew.
I'm tired of seeing him too.
You know, Drew McIntyre, it's because like a lot of these things we are like on the opposite spectrum on. I love Drew McIntyre's character because to me, he's the most realistic person in wrestling, right? Like, he remembers everything, right? And he gives you good points. Like, he'll say, CM Punk is always stabbing me in the back. Well, not stabbing me in the back, attacking me from the back. All this type of stuff. Y'all cool with it. Y'all don't do nothing about it. And then when the match comes, soon as CM Punk turns his back, what does he do? I'm going to get you back. Since everybody cool with it, I'm going to do it too. Not how do you like it? He got that type of persona about him. He still remember everything from the bloodline and all that. Like, he is, to me, the most realistic thinking character, because you don't just forget this stuff. Yay, Jay Uso came. He's a good guy now. So, wasn't he with the bloodline? Didn't he cost you a title? He cost you a title. He cost me a title. Every time we had Roman beat, what happened? Who came in? Him. And now, because he's smiling now, you his friend? Nah, I don't rock with you like that. And if you want to be cool with him, you too. You know, like, that's why I like Drew McIntyre. And right now, off the top of my head, I don't know exactly where he would go, because I don't think this CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud is over. I don't think it's going to end 1-1. I don't think so. I think they should take a pause on it, but I don't think that it's going to be over. But Drew McIntyre, because of his character's memory and how he acts, he has a lot of people who he got to go get some get back from, and there's no telling where Drew McIntyre is going to pop up because of that character. So that's why I like him. The actual match, I like the match. You said you liked it, right? You said you gave it like a 6?
Yeah, I like the match.
I like how they still telling the story of CM Punk's emotions. Like, he's still Like the thing that caused him to lose the match was his getting emotional over the bracelet. He's overly emotional in this feud. That's the story they've been telling. And in this match, when he hit him with, what was it, 4 GTSs?
Yep. Every time we went to another turnbuckle,
And he hit him. So, to me, what that story is telling you is he's still as emotional, but he's got it a little bit more in check, and he's challenged. He channeled those emotions the right way this time. And even though he challenged it the right way, he still had that moment. I gotta get that bracelet. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the arena, when he went to go grab that bracelet, was like, "Nah, man, not again. You got the I got touch the corner, then get the bracelet." But nah, he can't help himself. But he was able to get through and make it happen. So, like, I thought that match was good. It was, like I said, I'm with you. It used to be strap matches. You would think would be a little bit more brutal.
yeah.
You know, but it did have a good amount of physicality in it, and it told the story. Everything has stayed consistent throughout. So if you've been paying attention to this feud from beginning to end, everything in that match made sense for you. And that's kind of like what you want. That's what you kind of look forward to as a long-term viewer. So that's my view on that match. What was the next one? Rhea and Damien versus Dom and Liv. What do you think about that?
It was an okay match. I don't like Dirty Dom as a wrestler. I don't. It's like he doesn't do anything. Like for him to be either Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero's son.
He look like Eddie, don't he?
He don't do nothing spectacular. he really doesn't. I mean, he just a little scrawny little kid with a mullet. I mean, but
I hate him.
Like this kind of match is what I like to see Damian Priest in. I never liked him as a champion. I like. You think WWE should get a mixed tag team title? How you feel about that? Just to do something different.
Like,
that's stupid.
I don't think it's stupid. They've tried it before. They had like, I want to say, was it YouTube or something like that, where they had like the mixed tag team tournament going on. I mean, and people watched it, but I don't know how I would feel about it. Because now that's just another title. Because they have a hard enough time, you know, holding the prestige of the titles that they have.
Yeah, because the titles suck. Man, you had the European title. You had the hardcore title. It's like, I feel like they need another title or two.
So, but like this thing, right? So you had those, but now you got like the women's tag team championship. And how often do you see them? For the longest time, the women's tag team championships was pretty much dead. Like nobody cared about it. They wasn't on any pay-per-views or nothing, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got that. Then, you know, I think, you know, a lot of people feel like the lighter guys, the cruiserweights, they need a title. And then you throw in they want to have a women's intercontinental championship. They want to have a women's U.S. championship. So
why not?
It's only 5 hours of TV that they do per week. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't know, like maybe if those titles were defended on TV more, like I feel like the Intercontinental and the U.S. Championship should be defended on TV more. The pay-per-view should be reserved for like the big titles only, but the Intercontinental U.S. should be on both. Then you got the women's title, so when those get defended, are those going to be pay-per-view only? Then you bring the Intercontinental for the women, then the U.S. for the women. Then you got the tag teams for the men and the women. Then if you do this mixed gender, then you got that one. It's like, that's a lot. That's a lot of belts.
I don't know. It's just back in the day, like, I remember William Regal had the the European Championship, and
Mm-hmm.
he kept saying, "What's the word? You besmirched William Regal, whatever that word was." I don't know. It was just more exciting back in the day. They had more belts. I don't know.
Let me ask you this: when you think of the European title, who do you think of?
William Regal.
You think of William Regal. Okay. I always think of D'Lo Brown. That's the first thing that come to my mind. You messing with the real deal now. Woo! You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think of. But you're right. The European title was definitely good, but then they only had one women's title with the Diva, or did that come before the Diva?
That was before the Diva.
Yeah, so they had the Divas. So SmackDown is only 2 hours, so you already got the U.S. title was on there. So you got 2, 3. You already got 4, but at least 4 titles on there?
But they just had a pay-per-view in the Intercontinental or the U.S. title wasn't even online.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So now what you gonna do with them other ones?
I say the pay-per-view needs to be for belts. And work all that other shit out on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Unless it's just like a big match.
So I mean, that's what I got. The Night of Champions, every belt is supposed to be on the line. But like these pay-per-views, like the Bash in Berlin, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say they don't count, because they count. But like you said, you didn't see the biggest feud going right now is the Bloodline, and they not even on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a reason for that. Certain feuds are for certain pay-per-views. Bash in Berlin is more of a let's travel over there. You know, we ain't been there in forever type deal. Then you got Gunther, who has a belt. So that's what they came to see. But I don't know, like adding 3 more titles.
I don't know. I know we at least need 1 more. I don't know. It's like It's like, what else are they fighting for? We need like Triple H is doing his thing now, but like they need to bring back. Do you remember the hardcore title back in the day?
Yeah.
Somebody could beat you while you sleep. you ain't gotta be woke.
So they kind of brought that back with the 24/7 title.
They're stupid.
Right, they made it goofy. They made it goofy.
Yeah, they made it goofy.
I'm with you, because that hardcore title back in the day was like a thing. Like, we wanted to see that. Like, they used to beat the hell out of each other. You know what I'm saying? It was like a title worth having. But it's also a title, it changed hands in between matches and stuff like that. But you got to remember, they didn't have all these women's titles either. So those women's titles have come in, and I think right now there's more titles now than there was then. Because there was only 1 champion at one point in time. You don't even really start getting the 2 championship until WCW came over. So, it was a little different. But a mixed tag, I don't know if I need a mixed tag. But I do agree, like, maybe a women's Intercontinental and a women's U.S. title. But you say you don't like Dom, right? Why don't you like Dom?
I never really liked him. I didn't even like when Rey Mysterio first brought him out.
Yeah, he was.
It's just nobody I favor. I don't like his ring presence. I don't like his wrestling. I don't like how you try to imitate Eddie Guerrero. I just don't like him. I don't like nothing about Dominic Mysterio.
So this is the thing, though, right? I think that's the whole point of his character. He's obnoxious, snobby. Like, we haven't seen somebody get booed the way he gets booed in a very long time, if ever. Like, he can barely even get a sentence off without people booing him. And I think that his character fits the storyline that he's in right now. The little shicey dude's going behind his girlfriend back, doing this, backstabbing women. So I think he fits where he needs to be, and the mullet and the mustache just goes with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Eddie Guerrero.
he does look like he does look like Eddie Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think he fits the role. And kind of like I think he's a mid carder. I don't think he's like a main event, but he's probably like of all the mid card guys, he got like the most heat on him. And you know, like Undertaker was talking about him. It's special to be able to get that kind of heat. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do anything the right way. Everything he's gotten, he either stole it. You know, somebody had to have his back. Right now, he's hiding behind this woman. If you look at that match, Liv has pretty much protected him from everything. And it just makes you hate him so much more. You know, so I like that. I think I love Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite female wrestler.
100%. I'm with you. And I like the way they building her to say that she can compete with the men. She be whooping their ass, man. Like, she do it all. And I like that. I like her pen. Her pen is like everything. Once she hits you with that pen, and she got these women's legs folded over. Mommy always finishes on top. I love Ripley, and I think at WrestleMania you're gonna see her against Charlotte Flair.
Again?
Probably, because Becky Lynch is gone right now. Right, so
you know, how do her and Seth Rollins all be gone at the same time?
Because Becky's contract is up.
Okay.
Like, she let her contract expire so she can take care of the baby. You know, Seth has like the little nagging injuries, but if Charlotte Flair comes back, who is there to go against?
In a minute, it's gonna be Jay. I would like to see her and Bianca Belair too.
I think at some point in time they're gonna break them up. I think at WrestleMania you're gonna have them two going against each other, Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair. So as of right now, I'm thinking those two are gone. So who else is there?
I guess it got to be Rhea Ripley.
That's what I'm saying. That's who I think it's gonna be. It would make a lot of sense because Rhea Ripley is, and the last match they had was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love to see it. As far as Damian Priest go, he has won me over. I know we had a conversation. I was like, I ain't really feel like he should be holding the title. I feel like the title made him more than he made the title. But in the ring, he is on fire right now. His whole persona, him and Rhea together, the way they just had him, they pretty much destroyed the whole Judgment Day by themselves. They have done a great job, and he's done a great job building him up. So I gotta give a shout out to him. I'm a fan of Priest Holmes now. I said
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest. I just said Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes plays for the NFL.
Yeah, I like Damian Priest, man. I definitely rock with him. And yeah, Rhea, I love her, man. Like I ain't never really been the one who think that like the goth chicks look good, but she looked good. She got the makeup, the paint, the black, like little things that she do. Like after she beat Liv, licking her face while stirring that Dom. Stuff like that is like when you know somebody's on the next tier of being a superstar in WWE, because she can sell a storyline. And I like that, man. Like, she gonna get that title back, and it's gonna be perfect. And then next up was the main event, man. My favorite heel of all time, Randy Orton versus good old Gunther.
My favorite match of the night.
What you feel about it? Talk to me. Talk to me.
There was a physical match there.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it?
It's like, I remember I talked to you earlier, and I said, I got to leave, and I'm going to watch the match when I come back.
Mm-hmm.
No. I left. I said, you drive. I'm going to watch this match. I watched it in the car.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't want to miss it.
Couldn't
That
get...
match there, it's like, I love the match. I get the match like a 9.
Oh.
It's like, when are they going to, like, do you ever see them, like, letting Randy Orton get that next one so he can tie?
He's definitely going to get that. So right now he's up 14.
Yeah.
So he just signed a 5-year contract.
Oh, okay. So he going to get it sooner or later.
I can't see Randy Orton going 5 years without... Now, this is the thing, though. Well, I'll get to that after you go ahead. Finish breaking down your match.
It's like, I like how Randy Orton went after the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Stop Gunther's power. I remember during the match, Gunther slapped Randy Orton in his back. You remember he slapped? I said, God damn. I did like this. And spit came out of his mouth. Gunther's physical. Gunther's that guy.
He is.
I think he's gonna have another long title reign.
Of course.
But Randy Orton led majority. Well, I think he won majority of the match. He would dominate majority of the match. But I really didn't see them letting Randy beat Gunther so soon in his title reign. It's way too early. Gunther has long title reign. That's what make him who he is. Mm-hmm. He probably had it there for another few months.
Yeah, they say 75%. They say 75% of his time in WWE, he's had a belt.
What they gonna let him lose at like WrestleMania or somebody maybe, but he don't have another long title reign. But Randy Orton was vintage Randy Orton. I remember like Gunther was like, boo, what Randy Orton do? Poked him in the eye. He got that from the nature. That's what he got from the nature boy.
Exactly.
It's like stuff like that. Then he start smiling when he do something like that. Like some dirty. It ain't dirty, but dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's classy. Like I love that match. I never thought Randy Orton was gonna win.
Yeah, no.
It was a good physical match, and I really like that match. But now Gunther can say that I actually did beat you, Randy Orton. On to the next.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying, what's next for Gunther? Also, Randy Orton too.
So, I'm with you, man. I love it, man. That match was physical. Setting up the steps, giving him the back body drop through the table. But the thing that I'm noticing about Randy Orton is he is at a place in his career where he is just relishing and taking it all in. If you saw the match, the way the crowd was going, I think he's genuinely smiling. Like he's happy. You know, he had the 18 months he was out with the back injury. He comes back. I think he's taken, not that he took it for granted before, but he's really, really appreciating being in that ring right now. And so him bringing it all in, I love seeing that. Even though I prefer, bad guy Randy, heel Randy, but I'm liking this. This character he's playing right now is top notch. As far as the actual match go, like you said, it was vintage Orton. Slow, what's the word I'm looking for?
Method.
Yeah, you can't say it either. Right? But, he controlled the pace. You can see that he is letting the crowd, Randy Orton makes the crowd part of the match. When he know when to take the pause, when to sell, when to let everything build up. He, like ring psychology, Randy Orton shows you why he's one of the greatest of all time. And Gunther, the thing I like about Gunther wrestles a style that people said was dead. He's what you call a mat wrestler. There's no jump. He's not no high flyer. He's not doing all this crazy stuff. It's on the mat, grinding you out, getting as physical as possible, trying to break your will down, and just, I'm tougher than you. And he's so plain, right? Like his gear is plain. His promos, It's pretty plain. It's not like a bunch of, one-liners like, you got with The Rock or doing all that type stuff. It's straight direct. You are not worthy to hold the title of this great sport. I am the one to hold the lineage, and I am here to preserve the name and the reputation of professional wrestling. Simple. Everything about Gunther is simple except his physicality, because he beats the hell out of people, man.
He does.
And I like it. And this is one of the reasons why Randy Orton putting him over clean. This is how you build stars. This is how you build stars. That even though he's a heel, there was nobody came in, nobody distracted the ref. He took the best Randy Orton can give. Randy Orton beat him down, drug him out, beat him down again, stomped on him. He was able to withstand it. And when he put that sleeper hold in, and Randy's fighting it off, and he dropped him off his back, and Gunther gets right back up on it. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that you don't really see. And then it's like, okay, this ain't working. So I'm going to take these elbows and I'm just going to throw them in your neck. Just over and over and over and over again. And I'm going to put it back on. He's relentless. And that's a perfect match. Now, as far as titles go, I think Randy Orton should be the one. If you're going to have anybody break Ric Flair's title, it should be him. Because Randy never left. Right? Like John Cena, he went to go do his thing in Hollywood and all that type of stuff. Randy Orton has been there. He signed a new 5-year, and he's not doing the part-time thing. He is still every week coming in, major storylines, putting over people. At some point in time, you got to give him what he deserves. So I definitely think he's going to get another title. I didn't think he was going to win this one because I think at some point in time, you have to have him go up against Cody Rhodes. It's going to happen. And I don't know if that's when he turns heel or not, but at some point in time, we're going to get heel Randy Orton, and they better make him diabolically bad. Like, I need him to just be downright savage. But Randy Orton is putting his case in to constantly move up that ladder of the all-time greats. And this is one of the things that make you an all-time great. It's not just how many titles you win, how many matches you win, but how good are you at putting people over. When people beat you, what do they become after? And he helped elevate Gunther and the King of the Ring, and he really gave it to him tonight. And then the handshake at the end, Gunther, and Randy understands this is hometown. So, Randy Orton leaves the ring first. Give him the ring. Let him soak all that in. So, and obviously Randy Orton's back is okay. You know what I'm saying? His spine is okay. So, overall, I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I knew what I was getting. I wasn't expecting them to, this ain't SummerSlam, nothing like that. But it's definitely a good pay-per-view. I thought all the matches were solid. I didn't really think it was a bad match. But overall, yeah, I thought it was a good match. And I'm looking forward to see. We need some more bloodline stuff going on, and I'm trying to see where these storylines gonna go moving forward. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest, they not done. I don't know if CM Punk and Drew is done. Bianca Belair and Jade, they just probably finna walk through the whole tag team. I'm interested in what's finna happen between Cody and KO. I can see KO going heel.
Yeah. If you want, because I feel like he saw that I could have beaten Cody.
Yep.
So, and then
I can see that happening.
I can see the real Kevin Owens coming back.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucker who do turn his back on people.
Yeah.
But he's winning.
And, I can see Randy Orton going heel. I want Randy Orton to go heel. So, that's it for me. Like I said, I thought it was a pretty good, solid pay-per-view. I liked it. I'm probably gonna watch it one more time, see if anything I missed, and after that, looking forward to Monday night. All right, there you go, Club 314. Close for business. Let us know how you felt about Bash in Berlin. Hit us up in the comments if you want to come on to the show. Slide us a message through Instagram. We make sure we get you on here. Appreciate it. Peace.